At Boise High School, service wasn't just a future. It was part of the foundation. For decades, military training shaped student life, discipline, and community connection. From rifle ranges to remembrance walls, the ROTC legacy runs deep. One of the reasons I wanted this specific room for the museum is that this belonged to the ROTC, and it was a live rifle range. It was used from the 1960s to the 1980s, if you can believe that, with live rounds being shot in here. And one of my favorite things to show guests as they come in is the back wall is full of 22 bullet holes. And if you look at the layout for the museum, the boys were shooting, and girls actually, to targets that were sat on the floor. So the bullet holes at the top beams, I have to guess, aren't just mistakes. I think some of them are intentional, leaving your mark at the high school. So this room has already got magic that's tied to the military and our strong connection to ROTC throughout the history of Boise High. And so we have a center section that's an exhibit about the ROTC, and it takes us through even the earliest days of when Fort Boise was still in use. But the connection for Boise High and now Bora, this is our one, not rivalry, but our team effort together, is that we share an ROTC program, and it is still alive and well. It's housed at Bora. We have students at Boise High that are very proud to be a part of that. Even to this day, they're in our flag ceremonies for all of our assemblies. And as you walk around the exhibit in the museum, you'll get to see that we even had a women's rifle team with ROTC long before that was a popular thing to have. So Boise High has really been on the cutting edge in its respect and engagement with the military as an option for students. And many of our students, they see that as the ultimate form of respect, is to go and to serve your community. And so we wanted to highlight those features. We've got some individual stories, as well as some medals that were given to us that come with great pride. And then some that have come to us via a granddaughter or a grandson that said, this was something really important to my granddad, and I believe it belongs here. One of the other neat things that we have that was an absolute accident, and those are always some of my favorite, is while cleaning out and going through the archives closet in the back, we ended up seeing this weird beige scrumpled up wood thing in the corner. And so I reached in there, and Molly and I pulled it out and opened it up, and it's a World War I stretcher. And it was used by our ROTC program, but it goes to show you the deep commitment and involvement that Boise High, through either our medical program that we have here or through our ROTC program, of the lives that were given and assisted to make this country the place that it is. So our ROTC program has been longstanding, and one of the things I think that makes it unique as far as the city of Boise is our location downtown, but also our location that connects us out to Gowan Field and the Mountain Home Air Force Base. Those are both very important places for the state of Idaho, and really ties the ROTC program to a larger platform. And we do have students that are very excited to go out and train and to learn and to find out what does the military have to offer.
This part of the museum is significant as it just shows the ultimate sacrifices that our alumni and their families made in support of our country. And it's just really important to acknowledge them, their patriotism, and all that they did for not only our school community, but on a worldwide scale. Many alumni have gone on to attend Annapolis, the United States Air Force Academy, and West Point. The ROTC section has an in memoriam display, which includes the names of 122 alumni killed in World War II, 13 in Vietnam, and 1 in Desert Storm. Each war represents a different part of our history and the culture in the U.S. at the time. When Pearl Harbor was bombed in 1941, there was a heightened sense of patriotism and unity behind the war effort in the school and the community. One of my favorite parts of the ROTC display is the exhibit on Dwayne Beeson. He graduated in 1939 and went into the Air Force, and he became one of the most famous World War II flying aces in the war. As I was putting together the display for Dwayne Beeson, I found a print in a closet in the back room, and it was actually a print painted by Robert Opp, and it was of the Boise Bee, which is actually Dwayne Beeson's aircraft in World War II. So it was just a real thrill to find this print to be able to complete this display. Another piece that we have in the ROTC section is Ronald Eichison. He was class of 1954 and was the U.S. Admiral of the Navy under George H.W. Bush, and was actually in the Situation Room with him many times. Ronald Eichison came back for his 70th reunion, the class of 1954, and while he was here at the reunion, Deb Watts, the principal, was able to get him inducted into the Hall of Fame. And so in front of all of his classmates who had been wanting him to be in the Hall of Fame for years and years, she actually presented him with the placard of being an inductee into the Hall of Fame. And here he is, a Vice Admiral of the Navy, been in the Situation Room, and he actually had tears in his eyes being inducted into the Hall of Fame of Boise High.
If you go up into the halls, you can see that ROTC was tremendously important from 1900s on for Boise High. There's a picture there taken over at the Fort Boise, and the only reason I know that that's exactly where it was is because the homes that are behind the veterans that aren't there, but there's virtually no trees or anything else in sight, and it was obviously a huge honor to those ROTC people.
One of the things that I was really impressed with was the sports memorabilia, but even more than that was the ROTC memorabilia. I didn't know that so many that was so influential in so many people's lives, and what a great influence it was, especially with the guys that went to war. And I was really impressed with that. I was really touched by that.
Service, sacrifice, and pride, values that live through generations. Explore this powerful legacy inside the Boise High Museum.